morning and welcome back to the choppy coast of Maine. It's a nasty morning this morning. In today's video, we are going to be attempting to get back the 5 traps that I lost in the previous video. If you missed that, we parted off 5 traps while we were hauling them.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on. The traps themselves and the gear that are attached to them are worth approximately $1,300, which really sucks, but the price tag for the traps really isn't even the main problem. The main problem is the tags that are in them. That's how the state enforces a trap limit and keeping people from fishing over their limit. Each trap we have has a tag in it, and this year is the first year we're not allowed replacement tags. Historically, we've been allowed 10% of our total tag limit in replacement tags, so in the event we lose traps, we can just put replacement tags in new ones, set them back out, and continue fishing our 800, but this year that's not the case. So the tags now are much more valuable than they used to be because we only get our 800 tags annually, so we get them once a year, and if we lose the tags, that's part of our business that we can't fish for the rest of the year. So this is potentially 5 traps, $1,300 now, but it's also much more than that because it's also 130 days a year that we haul, that we can't haul those 5 traps. So the money that we would be making from them throughout the entire year would be missing as well. So it's probably closer to, I don't know, just a rough guess, probably over $5,000 in value missing here if we can't get these traps back. So it's really important that we get them back today. The big problem is they're in 600 feet of water, which makes it really challenging to get them back. All 5 traps are tied together, and we are going to be using this big steel grapple. We have actually 5 of them. I have 3, and I got some off my dad this morning because being in deeper water, it's much harder to grapple for traps when they're in that deep of water. My 3 that I have a pretty high success rate, but usually we're in like 300 feet of water when we're trying to do this. And the challenge with the deep water is trying to tend bottom and keep the grapples on bottom. We gotta let some scope out. We'll have to tie all 5 of these grapples together, drag them around in the area where the traps are, and hopefully we can get them back pretty easily. Now, if you remember from the last video, we also set 5 traps back on top of the mark where we lost them. Right on top of them, Cody.
I'm in, baby, back.
We don't need grapples, so with any luck, we haul those 5 traps up. The ones that are missing will be tangled up with them. We'll get them back that way, and we won't even have to waste any time grappling. That's best case scenario. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that outcome.
Not only are you open back, you're third man on too.
So along with grappling today, we still have our normal 400 lobster traps to haul, and we also have our 3 giant lobster traps that we built in a previous video for the sole purpose of trying to catch a giant lobster. Our traps aren't designed to catch big lobsters, so we built 3 traps that are designed to catch big lobsters just to see how big of a lobster we can catch. So hopefully we'll catch some giant lobsters, some cool catches, and then at the end of the day we'll top it off with grappling up 5 traps real quick and easy, and then headed home before gale force winds hit us this afternoon. Northeast up to 40. So we're trying to hurry and get this done as quick as we can so we don't have to ride into that all the way home. That would not be ideal. So the big traps that we built that we're going to be hauling throughout the day, again, there's 3 of them, and they're going to be coming a third of the way through the day, 2/3 of the way through the day, and the last one will be coming at the end of the day, right before we grapple. Oh boy, here comes the rain.
No, stop.
We're supposed to get like an inch of rain today. I don't know if anybody saw that.
I was hoping that was just on land.
I was open too. The good thing is it's not cold out anymore. The bad thing is it's now we got something different to complain about.
It's freezing cold, but it ain't exactly warm.
No, it's not warm either.
We're in like the 30s.
Yeah.
Just got into the dentist.
That is a gnarly fishing jaw. Look at the teeth.
It's crazy how strong you can drag it right across the edge of the boat and it won't break.
All right, first trap of the day. Woo!
That's wild.
Little fella. Kind of a late start today due to the weather and the wind. It was a nasty morning. I would say it still is a pretty nasty morning. It's gonna get a lot worse this afternoon though. Woo! Look at him! Ain't he pretty?
That is a beauty right there. Definitely oversized.
Handsome stud. Before we even got to the black holes today, we got a giant. Nice one. About 5.5 inches. Let's have that snack, Tristan.
Hey.
Little beauty there, huh? That is another beauty. No. Where's that measure? Oh, right here. Another one. Oversized number 2. Woo! Woo! looking at. Tristan ain't even going to acknowledge it. No comment? Strike one! We are closing in on the first black hole of the day. We got one with barnacles here. Barnacles, we haven't seen any for quite a while actually. These are the first ones we've had in quite some time. As you can see, our claw spa pliers have had it. They finally rusted up. We gotta get a new pair, so we're gonna have to do these ones with hog ring pliers right in the joint of her knuckle. We gotta get rid of them things. There.
The pliers don't work, just bite them off.
Just bite them, okay. That's a good idea too. One down, one to go. Oh, look at her, good as new. We got a snack, Tristan. Oh, she's got another one up here on the front. Get her cleaned right up. Somebody's already notched her in the past. So no need to notch her. She doesn't have any eggs currently. Actually, I take that back. She has 2. That's something we got to be careful of. Every female that comes in the boat, we got to carefully inspect under the tail of each one. Hand check every lobster. Every single lobster that comes out of Maine is hand checked. And this is what we really need to look thoroughly and carefully for. She appears not to have eggs, but if you look extremely close, she actually has 2. And they're hiding pretty good. We'll give her a snack. Send her home. Oh, here, sweetheart. Come on. There she goes. A lot of people will ask who enforces it out here, who checks the lobsters to make sure that we're not keeping lobsters that we're not supposed to. And we get checked periodically on the water, both by Marine Patrol and Coast Guard. We'll also get checked quite frequently back at the dock. Also, while we're selling our lobsters, they'll go through the boat and go through the catch. Make sure everything's up to snuff.
Also, the fines help to enforce.
Yes, and pretty hefty fines / loss of license if you get caught doing stuff you're not supposed to do.
Really not worth it.
Good. All right, we are just 15 buoys away from the first black hole of the day. What you got there? Yellow egg, I guess. That is strange looking.
What a design it is.
Looks edible. The rain's held off this long. It might as well just hold off the rest of the day. You know what it's going to do. The last 3 buoys of the day.
Yeah.
Downpour.
Downpour while we unload.
You know it. That's no question. Let's get right in. So, you having fun?
Yeah, buddy.
Nowhere you'd rather be?
No place I'd rather be.
Nowhere?
No.
Casino?
No.
No?
No.
How about you? Anywhere you'd rather be? Dentist?
I'd rather have, what do they call those things? I'd
A
rather
root
have a
canal? Yeah, we can go to the dentist. Let's do it.
You gotta take the good with the bad, right, Jake?
It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. You wouldn't appreciate the good days if you didn't have these days.
That's right.
One of my favorite sayings, the first day I worked with you, you told me, you gotta stand in the rain to see the
You
rainbow.
gotta stand in the rain to see the rainbow. Do we have to stand in the wind too, though?
Don't have to.
Do we just stand in the rain? This is stupid. I want to go home, Cody.
I'm sorry I dragged you out here, Jake.
Cody won't let me go home.
SpongeBob song, I wanna go home.
We can't go home. We gotta see what's in the black holes.
Let's get him.
Does he have a punch? He has a little one. Freshen her up.
Freshen her up.
Why don't we skip this string?
You want to come back and grapple tomorrow?
Not at 50 Northeast, no.
No, I don't even.
All right, we are now approaching black hole number 1. We're about to haul it up, and the weather is kicking up. It's arriving early, it seems. It is already downpouring, raining sideways. It's blowing like 25 knots. We just had a pretty good gust of probably 30 knots come through. It's got me a little nervous that the storm that was supposed to come after like 3 p.m. today is arriving early, which I don't like because they were calling for like 45 knots of wind northeast, and that's the direction we have to go to get home. Not too thrilled about the idea of running home in 45 knots of wind straight into it. So we're going to continue monitoring the weather. This is pretty unbearable out there. I had to step in here to film this because my cameras are getting soaked. I'm going to do my best to try to film it for you guys, but it's going to be tricky to keep the lenses clear. They're getting covered in water.
Good luck, Jacob.
Your eyeballs covered in water too?
Yes.
All right, let's get black hole number 1 up. See if we can suffer through the rest of the day. This is a good accidental. I didn't really plan on this video being about this, but this is also a good showcase of the not so fun side of the industry.
Well, these coats aren't really waterproof anyways. This one is even less than it should be. It's wore out.
All right, here comes Black Hole 1. Oh, Big Daddy.
Oh, you come.
I see lobsters in there.
What do we got? Something.
Got a bait bag. Beautiful.
An old one, huh?
That's funny. We got a punch tail, a big Jonah crab, another punch tail, maybe a keeper, and a short. This is the green monster too. All right, we're gonna get back to work. Let's go, hurry!
That rain's just like hail in your face.
Give me a miserable stare, Tristan, right into the camera, like you're staring into my soul. Stand right under that water.
Holy crap!
Yeah, no gosh.
Don't worry, Tristan, I got this one.
Thank you.
You better.
Oh,
No, maybe he don't.
hey, get this thing. That one is slimy. That's a nasty one right
Look
there.
at the worms in it.
Yeah. That one is a lot slimier
Right
than the
full
one.
of worms.
All those bumps are worms. That's crazy.
Send him home. Oh, he's fine. He just got a fart. Tristan! 10 buoys to Black Hole 2!
10! God, what a lovely day.
All right, we have made our way to Black Hole number 2. It is pretty unbearable. It's pretty miserable, honestly. The wind is continuing to pick up and it's still downpouring. It is tough to film. Usually I try to show you guys some more cool catches and cool moments, but right now the sideways rain and the wind are making it pretty much impossible to film anything. So pretty much all I got for you is the screaming wind and rain, which is, I guess, gives you an authentic representation of what we're dealing with. So let's see what Black Hole 2 has in store.
Okay.
Big Daddy. Whoa! Hey, that was a big daddy. Wrong trap, but we got a big one.
Hey, pretty nail.
Yeah,
He is a little too big.
just a little too big.
Wait till you see the size of the one in the
Oh,
black
he's
hole.
just barely too big.
Beauty male, though.
We are 2 traps away from the Black Hole, and we got this guy, so we're in the right spot. If that standard size trap caught this one, then that means Black Hole 2 is going to have something that's going to blow our minds. Here we go. 15 pounder, right?
Black hole 2, come on, baby.
There she is. What you got, Cody?
What you got?
You got, oh, there's a big one in there.
Get a claw left.
She got a single claw on her. She's got an old V-notch. She's in hard shape. I don't think she's an oversize. No, next time she sheds, she will be an oversize. She is full of eggs. We'll freshen up her V-notch. A common question that we get with the V-notch is, don't they just shed the notch out? Since they can regrow their limbs, doesn't the notch disappear? And it's a good question. They do over time. Each shed, the notch will continually get less distinct. So as it starts to disappear, we'll freshen them up, just like we did with this one. So she's now got a fresh notch. She'll be safe until her next shed. She can go protect the babies that V-notch protects. The egg-bearing females, not all the females can breed, so it's a way of keeping track of the ones that can. She's now safe to go raise her babies. The wind is continuing to scream. It is brutal. Downpouring rain. Unfortunately, the worst part is yet to come, because that wind, as I said earlier, breezed up northerly, so we gotta go through it to get home.
He sounded like this. Bam! Bam! Bam!
Woo! Pretty much, that summarizes it good. Good job, Cody. On top of it, we had southerly wind last night, which created a southerly sea and a southerly chop. And today we have a northerly wind, which is creating a northerly chop, and they're running into each other, and it's just like being in a washing machine right here, right now. Alright. You ever had one of them days where everything fights you?
I think we're in it.
The rain's starting to pick up to make it a little easier.
Whoa. All right. Careful now. Get back over here. Tristan sees one over there. You're headed towards it.
Never mind, I thought we had north
Hold on to it. Just about.
That right there is about the most solid sign it's miserable when Jaybird is heading
Holy.
Yeah.
I tried to keep it out of that, but I don't know if I did.
You're getting us soaked, Cody.
I can't.
I hope you're nice and warm in there, ain't ya?
I'm trying to keep you out of the wind and weather, but I can't.
You think you're gonna sit in the wheelhouse or something? Just because we're miserable, don't mean they have to be.
Misery loves company.
That's right.
It was. Yeah. I felt it when it left my hand.
Won't show you nothing cool. Hold your head out in the rain. Nice.
Sorry, guys.
Give me the camera back.
Is that cool? No. Hey, there's a beauty lobster right there, though.
That is a beauty.
Nice male.
Yes, hold on.
Help me set these traps, fellas. I can't even stand up. Woo. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it rained on me.
How's it going back there?
Oh, good. Smooth. Easy.
Would you get away from us?
Get off of there!
There's no lobsters here anyway. Do we both got to
Like
fish the same
yourself.
spot?
Wow, that's a good roll. He's still there, holding on to us.
Dad would say M-I-C-K-E-Y.
M-O-U-S-E. Whoa, I think I just soaked the camera again.
Ah, I just got soaked. Oh, cool. It's going to rain, Cody.
Oh, really? Huh. All right. That's good. I needed a shower anyway. Pretty glad I'm wearing an almost waterproof coat.
It'd suck if you had a waterproof one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Yep. We are going to try to grind through a few more, and we'll be hauling Black Hole 3. That's the one that has the 15-pounder. I knew we had a 15-pounder somewhere today. I couldn't just quite place where it was. It wasn't in the first two, which means it has to be in the last one. So we're going to pull the 15-pounder out of that Black Hole 3, then we're going to quickly grapple up those 5 missing traps, and we're getting out of here. Go, Cody! Get it off the boat! Black Hole 3 coming up. 15-pounder! That long. Yeah. Uh-oh. We got a couple keepers maybe, but no giants. Looks like a couple keepers. That sucks.
Yeah, no giants this time.
Alright, we gotta suffer through a few more traps and then hopefully we can get the 5 traps back that are missing and then we can get out of here. To be honest, don't know if I will do any grappling today. The way the weather turned and snuck up on us, it is arriving early. I don't think that I want to spend any more time here than I have to. We'll probably just keep our fingers crossed that we're able to get those 5 traps back with the 5 that are on top of it, and if we can't, we're gonna have to save grappling for another day. It's deteriorating by the minute, but we have come to the 5 traps that we have on top of the missing 5 traps. With any luck, they're wound together and we can get those back. We can go home. Rattle!
That one was outside the ball and still got it.
That was like a check swing connection, base hit.
That's when they try and intentionally walk you and you step
That's
down.
exactly right. Hopefully we'll feel some weight here in a minute. Come on, baby.
I got my money riding on we got it.
I hope so.
Well, what do I know? I don't like money anyway.
Hang on.
Come on. I don't know if it's in my head, but it feels heavy. gonna connect with the 5 traps. I'm gonna set them back out on top of them. Hopefully, the next time we're here, we'll wind up with them. And if not, hopefully it'll at least be a little better weather so we can let the grapples go and try to hook into them. We have pretty good success rate. I have pretty good marks, so I'm confident I can get them back. We just need some cooperation with Mother Nature. Trying to grapple right now adds to the amount of time that we're here. The more time we're here, the worse our ride home is gonna be. So I just assume get out of here. But on top of that, it's also pretty dangerous to grapple while it's this rough out, because if we do hook into it, it's a lot of weight. Once we get it up to the surface and it's wound up in the grapple, we gotta try to clear it out and get the traps out of the grapples. Sometimes trying to do that can be a struggle, especially when it's this rough out. Getting fingers in around the ropes and in around the grapples. Not a good situation. So we're gonna put it off until next time. I guess we lost the battle, but we're not gonna lose the war.
Nope.
We'll get them. We're gonna get them.